Hi, today we'll be installing some seat covers into a 2024 Chevy Silverado Crew Cab. Okay, so now we're going to do the rear seat. Now in trucks, they're a little bit different than a car. A sedan will usually have the seat stuck in place, and then the backrest will come down so that you can access the trunk. And for that reason, we make the cushion covers opened on the bottom, and we make the backrest a full sleeve. With trucks, it's generally the exact opposite. The cushions come up and down, and the backs are somewhat stationary. These ones are absolutely stationary. A lot of trucks, when you lift up the cushion, the backrest is going to come forward and give you a bit of access in the back so you can drop straps down there. This one doesn't have that. It's stuck on there. So you can identify the cushion in the backrest by, here's the backrest, open back, because we're just going to place it on there on the back. It also has headrest holes, which are a bit of a giveaway. And then we have the cushion, and the cushion is going to be a full sleeve. Goes around the whole thing. These pieces of carpet go around attached on the bottom. So the first thing we'll like to do with this particular install, we do the cushion first. Okay, so we slide it over the cushion as much as we can. We can pull it up a bit. In here, pull it down. Then I can tuck these through. It is a lot easier to tuck them usually when the cushion is popped up. It just makes a bit more of a gap back there. And then you can see the tab spot through here. Easy. Then when I put the bottom on, I have to make sure that I remove the protective strip from the Velcro. Oopsie. And there we go. Okay. Put this down here. Okay, and there we go. Then we put it down, and we adjust to fit. So you slide little pieces in here, slide that down there, and this down right here, and there we go. Okay. Now we install the backrest. This is a solid backrest with a 60/40 cushion, and as I mentioned before, it's stuck onto the back of the cab, does not move forward. So the first thing we do is we pull the seat belt forward, the shoulder belt for the middle, and we slide the cover underneath it. There's a lot of people, a lot of people do it. It's not as intuitive as you might think. They put the seat cover right over top of the seat belt, and then what's going to happen? How come there's no accommodation? So always make sure you slide this under the cover or under the seat belt as you can. In some occasions, you're going to be able to unhook the shoulder belt with a little clasp here. This one here, you don't need to do it, nor should you. Okay, now we got to remove the headrest. Now on this particular one, there's two buttons. Sometimes it's pinholes, sometimes it's a button and a pinhole. This has two buttons. Kind of hard to push, but they're there. They're not that hard, I guess. But you can, once you push them both in, press the button, flip the seat cover, flip the headrest forward, and then pull them out. So you can see one button right here, one button right there. And the same thing for the middle. 1, 2. They pop right out. Okay. And I'm going to wrap this side around right now. Now, before we go any further, I'm going to explain how this works. Because there's no straps that can go behind there, we've attached it with a bungee cord that will help it stuck going behind here and hold on at the front. The headrest brackets will hold it, and then these are elastics with little Velcro ends on them, and those are meant to go and Velcro onto the carpeting on the bottom of the seat, not on the back of the backrest. Don't do that. They go onto here, and it actually, they hold on really nicely. They hold the seat cover on, and it makes for a much easier install. And for this particular seat, the only way that you can install it. Okay, so I'm going to go around here, and I'm going to start to tuck it in. The seat is up there. Make sure I get everything lined up. And behind the seat belt, I'm just going to, right now, I'm just going to tie this off. Some people, you can use the S-hooks or tie it off. I kind of like to just to tie it off. And there are places where it is tight, but you just got to push it through. Like there, it kind of seems like it's not going to go through, but it just does. You just have to keep trying. There we go. Okay, now I'll go to the other side, take that out of the headrest. Okay, so the other headrest, same thing, 2 buttons on each side. Push them in, and away you go. And sometimes if the button's not engaging, whether you're using the S, like using a pin in the pinhole, if you push the seat, push the headrest down a little bit, it disengages, and then you can pull up. Just a little trick. Okay, so now I wrap this side around, and I start to tuck it in. Now here you've got these things in the way. It just seems like it's not going to go through. It's like impossible, but it does go through. You just have to nudge it down, a bit of finger strength, and put it through. And again, this goes right in front of it. Okay, so putting the headrest brackets through, this particular model, there's really not very much room underneath, and I like to tuck these underneath tuck the cover underneath the brackets because it holds the cover on, and it looks nicer. So what I use is one of these. It's a trim spatula kind of thing, right? But you can use a spatula, you can use a plastic painting spatula. It'll work just as fine, just as good as this. So I go in there, start from the front, and I just push the material down underneath it. And it goes in with the spatula, it goes in really quite easily, and push it all the way around, and then wrap it around, and it tucks right into the back there. And you can even use it to push if it's difficult getting back here, you can use the spatula to push it back in behind here, let's say, and it works really good. Here we go. And there we go. So we tuck the rest of the cover in behind. We can just use our handy dandy spatula here. And again, you can use a painting spatula. You don't have to have a professional trim. Okay, so now with the backrest, I've got an elastic, and a bungee cord that runs around the whole perimeter. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to tuck this side elastic around the side, and you can go right underneath and have it dangling down there. So I'm going to tuck these through here as well. Then I'm going to tuck the cover up, or the cushion up, and what should allow those these 1, 2, and you can pull it. I like to just pull the cover down. I don't like to pull on the elastics or the straps as much as possible. I like to pull on the material itself, because then I can I can get a really good grip on it. And this one here, again, I'm going to reach way in behind here. If I go through the middle, I can reach in behind and grab that one piece. Then take off the elastic or the protective strip, and I place it onto the carpet on the seat. It's actually on the actual cushion cover, the carpeting. Take this one here and I apply a medium amount of pressure. It just holds the cover down. So I can pull the cover up a little bit here, reach up underneath there and pull that in there. And then when I push the cover down, I can just adjust to fit. There we go. Good. Okay, so I've pulled the tabs down here. Again, I pull the carpet, I pull the the material, not the elastics. Those are just meant to keep it down. So, and then I got the outside elastic, just to give you an idea. The spaces between here, it's a bit tight, but you get in there and you should be able to access the elastic quite easily. I've got it there, and just got to be careful when you're putting it back because there is metal edges and stuff there. But okay, sure there. Okay. Now this goes up through here, a little bit pull there, and I attach it onto the carpeting on the cushion. And I do the same here. Sort of medium tension up here. Removing the protective strips. These are put on. Okay. And then up here, medium tension. I go quite a little bit high up there. Okay. And then if we put this down, we can just pull and adjust to fit. Notice how I do the sideways motion to get them to fit better. Okay. Okay, last part of the install is to install the perimeter bungee cord that goes around the back. So I just again reach in behind where there's a lot of space, reach in behind and grab that bungee cord. Trick, have an S-hook before you begin. So you pull this out, attach it onto there, and then you can just attach it onto like something like a seat belt buckle like that, and then I run around to the other side and grab the other side, and then this is already exposed and held there, and it's easy for me to get. Pull it tight and behind the seat belts here if I can. Right there. This one into here. And this one here can go right in behind here. And attach them together. Boop. And there you go. Okay, now put the headrest back in. Keep them folded down when you're putting them back in. And you don't have to push the buttons again. They should slide right in. There we go. And the headrests, again, the seam where the elastic joins, that's the rear. Pull it on. And sometimes the headrests do require a little bit of to get them on, just because the headrests are often tight. Make them so there's no wrinkles. Okay, good. Okay. And then the middle headrest, put them on. You can try to put the covers on without having them in there, but it's difficult. So the easiest way to do it, put the headrest back into the brackets, and that holds it for you while you put it on. And again, I like to do one side at a time. Once it's on, you just got to give it a bit of adjustment, tuck it in, make sure it fits nice, and there we go. Okay.